Let's get right into it. Number 5. Asterisk. Ever sit down at a fancy restaurant, open the menu, and suddenly think, wow, this $19 kale salad sounds like a life-altering experience. That's not flavor talking, it's typography. Upscale menus use elegant fonts and poetic descriptions to hijack your sense of value. Words like locally sourced artisan and handcrafted by monks, okay? Not that last one. Yet aren't just for flair, they're price justifiers. Add in serif fonts, textured paper, and $0 signs, and suddenly your brain stops thinking about cost and starts thinking about experience. And there's a reason dollar signs are often missing. A 2009 Cornell study found that guests spend significantly more when menus don't show currency symbols. Apparently, seeing a dollar makes your brain flash money, and restaurants would rather not trigger that alarm than theirs. The menu engineering more expensive dishes are placed at the top, so the slightly less expensive but still wildly overpriced ones seem reasonable by comparison. It's not a list, it's a pricing illusion built to vacuum your dignity. You came in for a burger. You're leaving with existential confusion and a $74 tab. Thank the font. Number 4, you ever jab that crosswalk button 27 times, like you're summoning a genie? Here's the twist. Most of them don't even work. They're called placebo buttons, and they exist purely to make you feel like you have control over your urban destiny. In New York City, over 90% of crosswalk buttons are disconnected. London, same deal. They're relics from older systems now overridden by automatic timers, but people still hammer them like they're inputting cheat codes. Why leave them there? Because pressing something, anything, gives your brain a fake sense of agency. It tricks your stress response into chilling out for a second. Ah yes, I'm doing something. I'm not just standing here waiting to be crushed by modernity. This psychological trick even has a name: the illusion of control. It's the same reason people repeatedly press elevator buttons that have already lit up. It does nothing. But it feels like it does something. It's adult fidgeting, but institutionalized. So next time you're furiously jabbing a pedestrian button, just know you're not influencing traffic. You're stress-tapping a placebo designed by the city, too. Babysit your anxiety. Number 3, yes, the please save the earth by reusing your towel sign. It sounds like a noble call to action, but it's really a guilt trip wrapped in environmentalism. Hotels figured out that if they frame reusing a towel as a moral choice, people comply more, not because they care about water conservation, but because they don't want to feel like a selfish planet killer for wanting a fresh towel. Studies back this up. When signs mention other guests reusing their towels, reuse rates go up. Why? Because your brain is a social sponge that doesn't want to be the one person ruining it for everyone else. Even the color scheme, all those soft greens and nature imagery, is specifically chosen to trigger your inner environmental warrior. Meanwhile, the hotel's still running 10 hot tubs, 17 ice machines, and a lobby fountain, just for aesthetics. So, sure, reuse your towel if you want. Just know you're being eco-manipulated by a laminated sign. On a hook, number 2 step, into a grocery store, and you're basically a well-fed lab rat in a billion-dollar maze. You think you came in for bread and milk, but somehow you're leaving with smoked paprika, novelty cheeses, and a cactus you don't remember picking up. That's not impulse, that's architecture. The layout is a manipulative masterpiece. Essentials, like milk and eggs, always in the back. That's on purpose, so you have to pass everything else first. Cookies, chips, baby back ribs you don't need but now suddenly crave. Even the cart is a trap. Shopping carts have doubled in size since the 1930s. Why? Because an empty-looking cart tricks your brain into thinking you're not buying enough. Your wallet disagrees, but your dopamine levels skyrocketing. And let's not forget Muzak, that gentle, slow music pumping through the speakers. It's not there to soothe your soul. It's there to slow your pace, make you linger, browse, and ultimately spend. It's like background hypnosis, set to a light jazz beat. Basically, you walked into a Fruitanderi store and ended up in a carefully rigged psychological ambush. Welcome to capitalism. Now with mood lighting. Number 1, you ever wonder why some doors push and others pull, and your brain always guesses the wrong one like it's playing emotional roulette? Yeah, that's not an accident, it's design. Psychology in action. Welcome to the world of Norman doors. named after Don Norman, the guy who popularized how badly designed things can make people feel stupid. These doors have handles that look like they should be pulled, but actually need to be pushed. Or worse, there's a giant vertical bar that screams, "Pull me," but the door just sits there like, nope, wrong again, genius. That's not just poor design, it's behavioral sabotage. Why does this exist? Because some designers prioritize aesthetics over usability. Function? Who cares? As long as it looks sleek. And your brain. It's busy decoding these mixed signals, like it's diffusing a bomb, even worse. Some public doors are intentionally designed to be confusing. Stores might want to funnel you through one side, like cattle in a very chic shopping maze. You just walked into a low-stakes psychological experiment and failed. Congrats! So next time you curse under your breath because a door embarrassed you in public, just know it wasn't your fault. It was a mind game you didn't agree to play.